It's the Lancers and it's the Crusaders here on Thursday Night Baseball here on Manchester Public Television. I'm Andrew Arndt, joined by Michael Gonzalez here on this beautiful night at Gill Stadium. We've got a heck of a matchup here. The first place 15-1 Londonderry Lancers come in to visit the Manchester Memorial Crusaders, who are sitting at 3-11, still looking for that playoff push.
Yeah, I mean, they've actually, too bad they couldn't restart the season because they're actually catching some hotness. And talking to Coach Matt down on the field, he said they're going to definitely give him a good game today. So I believe him.
They had won 2 in a row, Trinity, and they beat at Timberlane 5-4, and then they lost 3-2 to a real good Exeter team just the other day.
Yeah, and we got the same guy who took down Trinity and Isaiah pitching today. So, he looked good. He looked efficient last time. A couple 1, 2, 3 innings and everything. A couple 3-pitch innings.
The sophomore, who went 7 complete with 5 strikeouts, was able to get Memorial their first victory since opening night. But on the other side of the field, the 15-1 Londonderry Lancers coming into this one, winning 11 in a row.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're really good.
Yeah.
Again, not down on the field getting the lineups. They're all business. They look like a D2 college team.
They do look like a college team. I was down there on the field earlier. They really do look organized, and there's a reason they're 15-1 at the top of this league, looking to get that bye spot in the playoffs. But there's still a few more games. But we're going to get underway here. Solis, the pitcher, Connor McNelly behind the plate, and the first batter is the shortstop, number 3, Jaden Hamilton.
Yeah, Andrew, this is why they play the games, because anything can happen.
Absolutely. Solis' first pitch inside there for ball 1, and we are underway.
Yeah, he's not going to overpower him. He's going to try to hit the corners, and good luck stymieing this Londonderry offense.
This is going to be a game where you pitch to contact. I was talking to a couple of players, Ryan Cunningham being one of them, who pitched his butt off in that Exeter game, told me that they lost that game purely because of errors that should have been made as Hamilton sends one out to shortstop. Maylou backhands, throws over to Rivera at first for the first out of the inning.
Hey, how about that? Mayu kind of found his spot. He was a shortstop last year, kind of caught for a little bit, then got taken over by Juan Pena, and now we got another catcher today, don't we?
Connor McNelly, the 4th different catcher.
Yeah.
No, 5th because Adam Jeffrey's also caught. So Jeffrey, Maylou, Rivera, Pena. So McNelly is going to be the 5th catcher, but digging in now, the first baseman, Owen Carey, batting from the left batter's box here.
Yeah, we've seen Alexa Rivera do some catching. Today he'll be out in the field with his brother out there in the field, and I feel like first base is a good spot for Xander. Kind of found his niche.
You might not see them two running a lot tonight, the two twins, the Riveras. They were just at the city track meet, so they are just pure athletes. They're competing at Memorial in that track meet as Carey bunts one behind him for the first strike. But yeah, Alexis is a runner and jumper. Same thing with Rivera, so you might not see him run a lot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're also really good at running and jumping.
Yeah, they're good.
You can see
at
why.
Just about everything. As Carey got a good piece of that one, sends it into right field for the first hit of the ball game for the Lancers.
Yeah, nice job staying down on it. Delivered a Pete Rose type of hit right to right field.
Yeah, that was just pure contact. And remember this name, Johan Pena, because he was a huge piece in that game we did. 11-2 Londonderry beat Central. That was one of the first games of the season as Solis goes for the pickoff move there. That was a pretty good game up until Central just really gave it away. They were able to tie the game, if I remember correctly, but Londonderry at Gill Stadium for the second time. Pena swings and misses, but easily swiping second base is Carey, and Carey's taking off for third. The throw by Rivera is in time, and an absolute dot. Castro makes the tag. Londonderry runs into a problem. Rivera's in center field, and he just chucked him out for the second out of the inning.
One of the best throws I've seen all year. That was a hose, Andrew. And he got, that's the thing. Good job by Memorial capitalizing on, a little greediness.
And I saw the look that Pena gave Carey down there. He's like, really, dude? I'm the 3-hole hitter. You're on second base in scoring position with 1 out, and you try to take a base unnecessary. So now 2 outs, Pena down 0-1, as this is not the situation Londonderry wanted to be in. Now he's down 0-2.
Yeah, 0-2 count. And if Sonos can get that curve like he had his curve going last Friday, he might actually punch him out here.
Curveball was something else.
It was bending hard.
Time here. And Solis is going to throw it into the catcher.
Yeah, the old nail file ball. Just kidding. No, what happens is, the ball, you can get a little nick on it, and it can actually improve the curveball. So, the ump wants to keep it.
Is that Phil Necro out there with the thumbtack?
That'd be.
That's right. I know old baseball.
There's
0-2 from Solis is fought off well by Pena out of play.
There's the curve, and, keeps him off guard. And if anything, it'll just accentuate the fastball, right?
I believe it was Rick Honeycutt with the nail file.
Nice job.
0-2 from Solis again. Pena, look out, Solis sends that one right into center field, and nobody was making that play. That ball was a rocket off the bat of Johan Pena.
Makes you think, doesn't it? They had a duck on the pond, and would have been 1-0 Lancers.
I think Carey's going to hear it from his coach down there, but the cleanup hitter in the box now, the catcher, Liam Stott.
Yeah, watch out for we could see a home run today.
Wow, they're going to get Solis on the box, so Pena will advance. So this is going to be interesting. The umpires always tell the pitchers what they did wrong. It's just not something you do. You call a balk on a pitcher in high school, you got to tell them what they did wrong. They're not just going to automatically know. So you've got to tell them, good on the ump for doing that. I didn't see a balk, but, I wasn't quite paying attention to the mound as I was to the runner.
I'm not a balk expert, but I got to take his word for it.
Yeah, he's standing right down there, so it's got to be something with the back foot. Solis deals.
Wow, there it is.
There's a curveball in there. Strike one.
That thing is just firing off. That was a frozen pizza type of pitch.
That was just goes for the pickoff move, no throw over. But, yeah, that was just.
It's going to be tough to pick someone off with the ump looking over your shoulder.
Now especially since you balked, you really don't want to make a mistake here. Oh, that one got Solis. Nobody's going to make the play.
Oh, nice job getting back to the plate. Unfortunately for Sonos, that's got a sting.
Yeah.
Good job corralling the ball and making the heads-up move by going to the plate.
Solis is definitely not feeling too great here. He took that one right off the drive leg. Coach Matt as well as the trainer Sarah going to come out here as Solis is going to try to walk this off. But either way, Londonderry first and third, 2 outs, and the designated hitter Jet Jones is going to come to the plate when we return from this short break. Well, it seems to be that Solis is okay as he's going to have a couple of warm-up pitches here. Definitely a scary sight. The ball was shot off the bat of Liam Stott. Thankfully, Solis is okay, but that couldn't have felt good.
It couldn't have felt good. You're in the moment. He's going to power through it. It'll hurt more tomorrow. Watch out for
sure.
a first and third situation, standard that he'll try to swipe the bag here to try to create a manufactured run. So hopefully Memorial has a play called.
Designated hitter Jet Jones will be at the plate here. As there goes Stott, he's going to take the wide open bases. McNelly won't even throw down. It's even interesting to score that play here. I've got my scorecard in front of me. I'm not too sure what to score.
It's a stolen base. It's uncontested, but it is stolen base.
Well, even the hit, is that an infield hit?
That's a base hit. Base hit. Yep, definitely a base hit. He scorched it. It's not an error.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that, but that one is driven high and deep to left field, giving Chase Berube lunging back and able to make the catch as he runs into the batting cage for the third out of the inning. Londonderry threatens but do not score, as when we return from this short break, we'll have the top of the order for the Crusaders, Rivera, Duclos, and Rivera, as they look to get their bats going in the top of the first inning. Back for the bottom of the first inning here from Gill Stadium, Andrew Arndt and Michael Gonzalez joining you. The starting pitcher for the Lancers, number 24, Kevin Rourke, and I feel like he's had to have helped with the 1.68 team runs given up per game here for the Lancers. That is just ridiculous.
I've never seen anything like it. 5 shutouts. They're just hard to score
Rivera
on.
first pitch swinging there.
There's our ball, Andrew, almost. If you get it, I'm telling you.
I know
But how did Memorial get out of that inning alive? No runs. Good.
I mean, second and third, 2 in scoring position with a great hitter up. Rivera fights another one off, giving chase. Carey all the way into the corner, turns and just misses it. But Rivera will get another life. But, I mean, Caden Berube saw that ball all the way from the first step back, turned his back, looked over his shoulder, and saw that ball every single bit of the way and reeled it in for the great, and it looked like effortless catch, even though he must have ran 25, 30 yards back there looking over his shoulder to make that play.
It did pop out.
0-2 there from Warwick, bounces in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So that foul ball right there, we've seen that a million times. So much real estate, and they always come that close, but short.
We've only seen really 2 people make a catch over there. It's Marshall and Declan Ryan as Rivera takes on the outside corner. I thought that Kevin Rourke buried that, but
that's a nice pitch.
Either way, it'll be 2-2. Rivera pops that one up and out of play.
So this is it. This is what you want. You want to get some pitch counts. You want to extend the at bats, and everything so far is kind of pulling towards a Memorial upset here.
We saw a 3-pitch inning for the first time in the Trinity versus Memorial game, as that is his 6th pitch of the at-bat, so already doing a nice job. Probably going to make him throw at least 15 in this inning. Rourke deals. Rivera sends that one down the line. That is going to be way out of reach of everybody.
It's actually his 9th pitch of the at-bat. That's his 3rd
is that
foul.
9?
Yeah, he fouled 2 before that, and that's a 3rd foul. So
goodness.
Anytime you can get a 10-pitch at-bat to start the game,
yeah.
Great up job. So they're doing some work today.
Payoff pitch from Rourke is outside for ball 4. So Alexis Rivera with a great leadoff at-bat, and he's able to take the walk. So Memorial's fastest runner is on base for the man who doesn't strike out in the second baseman, Nick Duclos.
That was a great at-bat because you're not used to they came here probably expecting a quick one. Memorial's putting the screws to them, just like Coach said they would do.
I mean, yeah, said he was going to get a good game. Duclos shows bunt, pulls it back for strike 1. Rivera did not leave first base.
Kind of faked the steal. You heard everyone going, but then he kind of held back.
Heard people yelling all kinds of things. Bunt, going. There goes Rivera. He takes off. The throw down from Stott is in time, but just a little off.
Watch out for
as Rivera is in there, but now he is lying down at second base, and he'll be checked on by both coaches Matt D'Ambrosio and Brendan Sullivan, as we are going to take another break for this injury timeout. So we will be back with the rest of the bottom of the first inning here when we return to Gill Stadium. Well, thankfully, Alexis Rivera is okay there. Definitely a little bit of a scare there as he's standing on second base just fine. That was a definitely longer timeout than we anticipated, but we were able to have the trainer here from Safe Sports, Sarah, go to work and do her thing to make sure he's okay. But Duclos standing in here just showed bunt for the second time and then pulled back but took strike 2.
Yeah, two scary moments. Luckily, both players are back in action.
Outside ball 2 there is, it's really rare for the same team to have 2 injury timeouts in the same inning.
Yeah.
Thankfully, both are okay.
With all that said, Memorial's
in there. Strike 3. Duclos goes down looking for the first out of the inning.
What were you saying before about him?
Yeah, I know.
Just kidding.
Should stop saying that.
That pitch was unhittable, though. Did you see how good that was?
Yep. That was just anybody striking out on that. I mean,
you know about the
you're not looking for it.
The commentator jinx is a thing.
Yes, it is. Xander Rivera, the twin brother of Alexis Rivera, standing in here, the 3-hole hitter playing first base, who's taken strike 1 here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Right now, he's pitching really well. I mean, he's got the good stuff.
Yeah, Rourke besides, I mean, he almost got Rivera there in the first at-bat. I can't believe Xander took that pitch. That was one that he would have mashed over the top of JFK over there.
I guess it caught a little too outside on that. Alexis is taking a...
Rivera goes up the middle with that one. Rourke runs Rivera into a problem. Xander Rivera is going to be safe, but Alexis runs into an out, so they will trade the lead runner for the out. Xander Rivera safe at first, and it's a weird way to score that. That's a fielder's choice, but either way, the cleanup hitter, the third baseman, Manny Castro, at the dish here.
Yeah, good job. You know, he pump faked the first, got him leaning, threw ahead of him. You always want to throw ahead of him, and then, you know, it is what it is.
2 outs here. Castro, Rivera's going to steal that base easy, but Castro is in the top 10 in all of high school baseball with 18 runs driven in this year. I forgot to mention when Rivera was up there, he is currently batting .458.
Yeah, that's speed, great bat. It's all connected.
Also in the top 10 for batting average as Castro takes strike one.
I mean, you're talking about RBIs on a team that doesn't score.
Right.
So he's got probably the lion's share of those. And I'm just waiting for that dinger.
He's got one this year already. Not on that pitch. He wasn't going to get it. Strike two there.
At least Memorial's showing Londonderry that this is not going to be a lay-down game whatsoever.
Right. I was looking at those NH Sports page statistics there.
Big
Aiden O'Connell leads the state in strikeouts. Guess how many he's got? Castro goes down there, but guess how many O'Connell's got?
How many?
68 strikeouts, but
wow.
Memorial threatens and does not score. We'll be back shortly here for the top of the second inning when Londonderry will have Brett McKinnon, Devin Bowles, and Colin Parent up in their order, 6, 7, and 8. And we'll be back in just a few moments.
Welcome back to Jim Schubert Field here at Gill Stadium, where Memorial is still tied up 0-0, and we're going to have the Lancers up for the top of the second inning. We'll see what happens here because Isaiah took one off the leg last inning, Andrew. It looked pretty bad, but it looks like he came back pretty okay.
Yeah, he looks to be throwing just fine here. You know, you never want to see something like that happen. But he looks to be throwing absolutely fine here.
Big cut by Brett McKinnon here, and he's up to a 0-2 count. That's exactly how he pitches when he's successful. He gets ahead of the count. Big curveball up the middle. Nice stop by, and Mayu just has to eat it. I mean, a little too much in the hole. Good job knocking it down, and Brett McKinnon will get on with a leadoff single.
Even he is in a little bit of pain over there.
Yeah, something in the air today.
Jeez.
I feel like, Memorial's going to give them a game, and if they win, they're going to have to give it all on the field, aren't they?
Yeah, they definitely are. That was a great play there by Malu in the hole. Just really no point of throwing that. I mean, McKinnon was busting it up the line, so there's really just no point in throwing it there.
Yeah, and that'll bring up Devin Bowles today at this at-bat, doing the right field duty in this tough sun. So, he only plays here twice a year. I'm sure he's not used to that.
No, not at all.
But get the big orange bat and look for Brett to steal here. He's a burner. He's
second balk here.
Wow, so there you go. So this is going to get in Isaiah's head a little bit, I feel like. Especially, he's watching him like a like a mall security guard.
Ump is really being nitpicky here, which could end up being
big cut.
bad.
Big cut by Devin, but Isaiah able to get ahead on the count. I don't like that 0-2 pitch he gave Brett. Kind of a fat pitch.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be, thinking about it every time he throws over. If he's going to get a block, I say you just do your thing, So
yeah.
Here's from the stretch. Little dribbler up the middle. Going to gather, going to throw, get the out, and he's able to make him stay at second base. That's key.
Look.
That doesn't happen often, so good job looking back the runner, getting the first out by Isaiah Sono. So excellent job.
It's a real good pitch to get him to just dribble right out in front of him, able to hold him at second base there.
See what Colin Parent can do. He's doing the left field duties today. Another little dribbler. Isaiah is able to gather it, fires over to first, gets the out right in time 2 outs, and the Lancers move up to third. But, Andrew, 2 outs, and they got a situation where they could have a force at first here.
I was going to say, with that one being up the third base line, he wasn't going to get him to stay that time.
No, it's a smart move. You get the out. Outs are a premium, especially against this team. And this will bring up Brady Anderson. Made a nice play over at second, and he's going to be hitting in the 9-hole today.
You especially – oh.
Right off the head.
Knock as he
and
wears that one right off the helmet. He'll take a walk.
That wasn't that bad because it was clearly a looping curveball.
Yep.
A whoopsie-daisy. And that'll bring up first and third now. So last time they ran, they kind of just didn't even try to throw him out. So
yeah,
look for that. So Brady Anderson gets on with a hit by ball. But now comes Jaden Hamilton, who really shot the middle. You know, he got a actually, no, he made it. He grounded out the shortstop, who maybe made that great play to start the game off. So
yes, he was the one who hit it to Melu, who made a great play. I'm not sure what Coach Ambrosio was saying to the umpire there. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with that. You could clearly tell.
Oh, got to get on his horse. He's got to, I'm going to say, right field's tough, and he's able to corral it, and Memorial gets out of the inning unscathed once again, and it's looking good for the Crusaders. Coach is making good on his promise to me. So we'll be right back after this, see what Memorial can do, the home team coming out in the bottom of the second. So here we go, back to Gil. See what the home team can do, a little home team flavor. They've given their guts and blood on the field today. And it's going to be, Berube's going to swing, and it's a nice shot down the line, diving outstretched arms. And they're going to come on the first pitch, and they're going to get a leadoff single, Andrew.
That's a great piece of hitting there, as I thought that just went foul down the line there. But a great piece of hitting off the bat of Caden Berube, as Memorial's first guy to the plate is on.
Yes, sir, indeed. First pitch swinging, and here comes the big stick, and Juan Pena doing the DH duty, so just concentrating on that. Part-time catcher, just getting a little light duty today. It's always nice when you don't have to worry about that, you know.
He's hitting for the catcher, Connor McNelly.
So first pitch for him, and they got him to go into the stretch, which is key if you're going, you know, a lot of pitchers feel uncomfortable doing that.
Yeah, they definitely do.
That's just a nice pitch, delivers a strike.
The stretch doesn't come as easily for some people. As Kevin Rourke, you know, he looks fine from the stretch here.
Yeah, Rourke coming from the stretch, and it just zips it right down the middle there. That was that had some pace to it, huh?
Yeah, that was a really good pitch there. So I mean, he looks fine from the stretch here, but, you know, some people hate the stretch. But
nice move getting back, you know. No balk there, I see.
No.
I still don't know what he did wrong, but obviously he must have had an infraction. He's, unfortunately, but here
may watch this back and try to figure it out.
Good swing, going to get a double play ball here. Good for one. Converse going to get the two. No, just in time. Good hustle by Pena getting down the line. And that was looking like it might have been a double play, a deflating double play.
Yep, so that will go as a fielder's choice as Berube thrown out, but Pena safe. Pena's wearing a new jersey, I just realized. He's number 4 instead of number 12 now, so.
See what Isaiah Sonos can do. He's doing the pitching today. Took a shot off the leg early in the game.
That was interesting. There was just a conference there with the umpires who I guess weren't sure if they got the call right. I mean, it was a pretty obvious call. Berube out at second, but I don't know what they were conferencing about. But either way, Solis at the plate here.
Little confusion. It's all squared up, though.
The 7 batter. Here's a fun fact. The last 3 batters in this lineup, sophomores, all of them.
Huh. Didn't know that. That is a fun fact. Well, here comes a, you know, we've seen him get some pretty good hits this year, you know, on a, you know, struggling Memorial team that hasn't put many wins together, but they are coming along now, and he's been a big spark plug on the mound.
He has this year, obviously, the Trinity game a big one, but he has been a part of some pretty important games as he fouls that one right behind us.
Back our way, and quickly down 0-2, and might see some action on the bases. Probably not with Juan Pena, though.
No.
Got a good hose at catcher, as we've seen. Here's the pitch, and he gets him on a swinging strike 3 on a nasty deuce.
Yeah, that was just a ridiculously good pitch. Kevin Rourke's third strikeout of the game.
And here comes Alex Rodriguez, who made a great catch to end the inning here. Nothing's for sure in right field here.
Out there, right field, he was able to get under a hard hit fly ball.
Takes ball 1 outside. And Memorial is doing what they haven't done all year, extending the pitch count. You know, we got 2 quick outs, and if they're going to make a run at this, that's a great shot! Right in the glove of a diving third base catch, and that'll fire up the Lancers. I'm fired up. That's one of the best hot corner catches we've seen all year.
That was a great hit, but a greater catch. We're scoreless through 2 here.
Yeah, after that, we need a break. I need to cool off after that hot corner catch. So we'll be back for the top of the third, see if Memorial can keep the ball rolling. We'll be back after this.
Top of the third inning here from Gill Stadium. Andrew Arndt, Michael Gonzalez joining you for Thursday Night Baseball here on Manchester Public Television. And digging in here, the first baseman, Owen Carey, who was on with a absolute shot of a single last inning until he was thrown out at third by Alexis Rivera.
Yeah, he shot the middle on his first at bat. Put one right up the middle.
That was one of the hardest hit balls we've seen. Is this game moving quite quickly here into the third inning, top of the third inning, just 7:35 here in Manchester, New Hampshire, as Carey swung out of his shoes there.
What a great reaction that was when he swung and missed at that
He
slow.
knew it. He's like, oh, boy.
He didn't expect that to be so slow, probably.
He sends that one. That one took the hat off of Isaiah Solis.
It did.
Another hard hit ball for another single for Owen Carey.
A little scary there.
Yeah, a little bit of a deja vu there, as he's already been hit once tonight. Doesn't want to get hit again.
So Lancers are in business here. Look for him to do some kind of action on the base pass, I expect. They're probably surprised it's only 0-0 right now.
Johan Pena in the box here for Londonderry, as he was the one who was in the box when Mr. Carey over there at first base was on second, and then he was thrown out by Rivera. He was not too happy with that. But either way, Carey back on first base with Pena back in the box. No outs. Pena sends that one. The hit and run is going to work like a charm, as Carey's going to touch second, head for third. But on his way to second base is Johan Pena in there with a double, as Londonderry has runners on second and third. No outs, and Liam Stott coming to the plate.
Yeah, things are looking pretty juicy for the Londonderry Lancers now. I mean, 2 consecutive hits to start the inning off, and coach is going to have to come out and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, this has breakout inning written in bold red writing here. So this is definitely a shot for Londonderry to break it out, as Liam Stott was on with a base hit last time. We know he can hit, and we know he can have power. So this is going to be this could be a huge inning for Londonderry, but it also could be huge for Memorial momentum-wise if they're able to get out of it.
2 ducks on the pond. That's Quack and a Quack trying to get home to mama, and it's up to Memorials to thwart that effort.
Both in scoring position as well, second and third, with the cleanup hitter at the plate. But good call there by Coach Ambrosio to go out to talk to Isaiah Solis to just get him, back under control. But Stott digs in, looking to do damage. Not there as Solis tosses the first strike.
A fat first strike, too. I bet he wishes he could have that back. He might
that sat there.
He might make a deposit at Citizens Bank.
Good analogy there. In there, strike 2. Wow. So Stott down 0-2 here, and Solis is owning him here this at-bat.
A lot of pressure on McNally trying to keep the backstop rolling. Anything gets by him, that's a sure run.
I was impressed with that analogy there, Gonzo. I like that one.
Thanks, buddy.
Sets up outside waste pitch there for ball one.
Kind of looked up, saw the Citizens Bank, used my wit.
Yeah, whatever, gets the magic done here. 1-2
Big pitch right here.
from Solis. Big pitch is right.
Ooh.
High, ball 2.
If they could somehow get a strikeout here, they might want to walk the next hitter and force a DP situation.
I wouldn't be against it. Also, the play at home. Stott able to fight off that curveball. That was a good job of fighting that one off. Stays 2-2.
Looks like they're going to not bring in the infield, though.
No, not right now. Not with no outs.
No, early in the game. Going to get that K, though.
Not the end of the world if you give up 1 run. Curveball outside. Stott takes ball 3. He works himself into a full count after being down 0-2.
Yeah, and the runners are just snapping at the bit right now. They really want that.
Yeah, you can tell Carey wants to go, but
yeah,
Stott has his hand up there. Payoff pitch from Solis is hit right towards us, and Liam Stott stays alive.
Stays alive and gains a little more control of the at-bat because he is on him now. So I'm expecting probably a fastball. Hopefully, it works out for him.
First 2 strikes, he didn't look like he knew what was coming, but he's able to take ball 4 as the UMass Dartmouth commit is on first base, and the bases are juiced for Jet Jones.
Jet Jones, one of the coolest names in the state by far, doing the hitting today, just focusing on hitting. So bases loaded, no outs.
I was going to say that, yeah, Jet Jones seems like a pretty cool name, as Jones got all of that one. That's a high, deep drive, left field. That ball is off the wall. Everybody's going to be chasing each other. Carey in to score. Pena coming in to score. Stott stops at third base, but an absolute rocket off the bat of Jet Jones. The Lancers lead 2-0.
Absolute bomb. I thought that was yard, Andrew, but it didn't quite get over the fence. But the Ducks got home, and we got 2 more on the field.
I thought that ball was out of the yard. I was getting excited.
Yeah.
Either way, an absolute moonshot.
Almost a grand salami.
My good Lord. Double there for Jet Jones, as maybe he heard us talking about his name. But Brett McKinnon going to dig in here. But damage done here already for the Lancers. Still no outs.
Good job getting that curve over. Wow.
Goodness gracious. That's one of the farthest hit balls we've seen, as that one's driven into center field by McKinnon. Here comes Stott in to score. Jones right behind him, but the throw to the plate by Rivera, cut by Solis. But in with a sliding double, Brett McKinnon, as Londonderry doubles their lead. They take a 4-0 lead.
Quack, quack again. That's 4 base hits in a row. So it's getting to that point where, do you leave them out to hang, or do you kind of just, warm someone up? Coach is going to let them stay in the game. And, to the mercy of this number 1 team in the state.
Devin Bowles digging in here. But, yes, back-to-back doubles there with the walk in between. But, yeah, 4 base hits in this inning and 4 runs as Londonderry has opened this one up.
Yeah, crooked numbers, and they've done this all season. Best record in Class L right now, and looking good.
Bowles takes the outside pitch to where nobody is. That's a great piece of hitting. McKinnon around third, scoring as Bowles will stop at first. Londonderry takes a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, so that would be 5 hits this inning. Everyone's getting on the score sheet. I mean, it's looking pretty inked up over there on your scorecard there.
I mean, you read it single, double, walk, double, double, single. So everybody who's hit this inning has scored as well. We still have no outs.
And if Coach comes out, it's
that one's driven towards shortstop.
I've never seen anything
Colin
like this.
Parent is going to join the party with a single of his own. So make that 6 base hits this inning.
That's 6 with
My
zero
goodness.
outs too. I've never seen the whole lineup get a base hit.
Brady Anderson hitting now, and unless Londonderry does something real bad, they're going to bat around here.
Yeah, Coach. If Coach comes out, that's the end of the game for him because you can only come out twice in 1 inning.
I would absolutely think so. He leaves that one up there. Anderson fouls it off, but I have never seen anything like this. I mean, besides the walk, 6 hits in a row.
Yeah.
And just the walk is the 7th at bat. So
You kind of have to expect this at some point from the Lancers. I'm surprised it did take so long. Memorial kind of had a couple squeak bys, but right now the real Slim Shady is standing up.
really, it was just the first at bats there for the Lancers. They wanted to figure Solis out. They didn't quite come out running like they had probably hoped, but they have done damage here in the top of the 3rd, and it's far from
Double
over.
play
That
ball.
one's driven over to Melu. Melu makes the play, bounce to Duclos, over to first base. Rivera can't reel that in, as into score is Devin Bowles. So Londonderry will take a 6-0 lead.
So they had to decide,
Gosh.
are we going to go for the double play and potentially give up the run? I bet it wasn't even on their radar that he could score right there. But they almost had the double play. Unfortunately, he was able to bust down the line there.
So 1 out here. There as Parent thrown out. Bowles was the one who scored. Anderson reaches. And back to the top of the order, Jaden Hamilton. And if he gets on here, we will see Owen Carey for the 2nd time this inning.
Yeah, I mean, it's already 3rd at bat. You're getting a lot of at-bats.
Taking off is Anderson. The throw down by McNelly. No shot as Anderson was using his speed there. And he's in with a swiped bag.
Yeah, locked up that was very safe.
3rd at bat in 3 innings here for number 3,
Big
Jaden
lead.
Hamilton, as he sends that one over to Melu. Melu's going to take his time and throw over to Rivera for the 2nd out.
Nice job. He's having a great game at short. Really making the plays. You saw him dive in the hole. That's the only play he hasn't made, even if he made the play. That is what you need. Memorial struggled all year long with defensive errors, and for them to have a solid shortstop is everything.
I'm going to have to cross out the 4 here on my score sheet, as we're going to have a 3rd inning here. And it's weird to even say that, but for the 2nd time this inning, Owen Carey will be up. Just to recap the inning so far. Carey, Pena, Stott, Jones, McKinnon, and Bowles have all scored to make Londonderry up 6-0.
Not sure really what's happening here.
I'm not too sure either. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't get it.
Wait a minute here. Anderson's standing on 3rd base. When did that happen? Okay. I mean, we'll just deal with that, try to find out what happened there as Carey takes ball 1, but I didn't.
Because he was over talking
He was
to
at
the
2nd.
Yeah, he was over talking to the first base coach.
Carey's going to pop that one up. Rivera and Solis giving chase. Rivera calls off Solis, but that'll do it for the top of the 3rd inning. But Londonderry came out swinging as they put 6 on the board, and they take a huge 6-0 lead. And all at-bats become ever so important for the Crusaders here.
Yeah.
We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and in just a few moments, we'll see what those Crusader bats are able to do. Bottom of the 3rd inning here from Gill Stadium. Londonderry on top 6-0 after their huge breakout inning where they did bat around. But digging in now, Ben Mayu, as he's going to try to get things going here for the Crusaders, as they really need it now.
I'd say so. Quick 6 spot, and it could have been worse than that.
Yeah, it really could have there, as Mayu takes strike 2. So he's already down 0-2 in the count. First time seeing him here tonight. He's the 9-hitter. Takes that one right down Broadway, strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts for Kevin Rourke.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter, and, it continues to look bad for the Crusaders. As you mentioned before, 1.6 runs only allowed all year.
Yeah,
so they already, with those numbers, they're already ahead of the.
Just incredible as Rivera digs in here. Just got that off the barrel of the bat. Foul ball, strike 1.
Absolutely. And he's got a nice lead. It's never a bad thing when you're a pitcher to have a little insurance.
I mean, yeah, Kevin Rourke was definitely thanking his lineup there as they really went to work to get him some run support.
Absolutely.
Rivera able to draw the walk last at bat in the long at bat as he sends that one over to second base, but able to make that play. Brady Anderson over to Owen Carey for the second out, and the Lancers are moving quick here.
Moving quick, and that's what they do. Round the horn and back to the pitcher. Let's do it again, they say.
Nick Duclos digging in here. Took the backwards K last time at bat, and I feel like I might have jinxed him there, but my bad, Nick. As Rourke gets his sign, tips that curveball in there, strike one.
Dang, that was a nice pitch.
That was just ridiculous. I mean, the movement he's got on that pitch, Duclos sends that one out too short, but with force, Jaden Hamilton throws out Duclos. So Crusaders have 3 up, 3 down, and are unable to score there. As we'll go to the top of the 4th inning, Londonderry looking to add more to that scoreboard that reads 6-0 here from Coach Jim Schubert Field at Gill Stadium. We'll be right back with more high school baseball action for Manchester Public Television.
And it's a fly ball to right field and under it for the first out. Good job. Had a little technical difficulties there as we had to change the batteries. And quickly, Memorial's able to come back and get the first out, Andrew.
Yeah, those battery issues are the death of us.
It's
over
our
here.
thing, though.
It is our thing.
It's part of the telecast. But here, with 1 out, we got opportunity to get another quick inning for Memorial here, and that'll bring up.
This is Liam Stott.
Got the wrong paper there. Feel like we're in Major League right now.
Bob Euchre, or as some know him, Harry Doyle.
I feel like Harry Doyle right now. Here and there for a strike is. Nope, that's a ball. Okay, so we're going to start over here. Here we go. So 2-0 count here. But yeah,
to be fair, that looked like a strike. I can't believe that was a ball.
I'm still flustered by the Londonderry's inning they just
had.
I
mean, that's hard to ignore. A 6-run inning, 7 hits in a row. I mean, good Lord.
So we're back on track here as Liam Stott will get up, and he's doing the 4-hitting duty. So, having a great season already. Here's a big pit coming down the right field line on his horse, and he's unable to come to it, but good hustle. Got to give a Kyle point for that one. And Sonos is able to get it back to a full count here. So good job coming back here on the hitter, Liam Stott.
Yeah, he had it 0-2 or 3-0, and then able to battle back, get it to a full count. Always good to see a pitcher do that, especially after the inning he had last inning there.
From the windup, here's the pitch. Curveball and caught in the glove by McNelly. Good job securing that strikeout, and that's a nice strikeout. Big spot, able to get the second out of the inning.
First one of the day there for Solis.
That's a nice one. Good timing for that one. And that'll bring up the big man, Jet Jones.
We all know what he did last time.
Yeah, he smoked the ball, almost put one out for a grand salami.
I mean, I thought that was going to get out. I was excited, ready to make the call, but it just fell a little short, hit the fence on the wall.
Good pitch right there, getting up in the count again. And he's been doing that. He's been getting up in the count. Hit him with a little off speed there. Here's the pitch. Curveball just a bit high for Jones, and that'll even the count at 1-1.
Jones clearly a very disciplined ball player as he sends that one.
Swing and foul, and that'll probably cross our fingers. All right, we don't need any car hitting.
No, we had another incident before as somebody's car got hit in warm-ups. So
1-2 pitch looking for the K, and he just gets it to left field on his horse and slides, and it gets by him, and he's going to get around the bases, and he's having a game. Jones going for third, going to get a triple stand-up. No problem, and he's going to hold up there, and he's going to do a little Fortnite dance. And he's got a nice duck on the pond with 2 outs. Good day for Jet Jones doing the DH duties today.
One of my favorite parts of baseball was the dance you got to do when you got on. I know I've done it a couple of times in my career, but that was smoked. I mean, Berube went into the slide, tried to make the catch for the third out. I don't hate it with nobody on. I don't hate going into the slide, sacrificing your body. Just unfortunate that it was a guy with the speed of Jet Jones on there.
Off the handles, that's going to be a dangerous play. Coming to bat is Brett McKinnon, 0-2 right now, but that's That's never fun. I mean,
So,
that could have hit his hands.
Is Jones a home run away from the cycle already?
I believe so. Ooh, big pitch, and it's a big tester to right, up in the air, can of corn. One glove, no problem. And Memorial is able to get out of that. So every inning they've gotten out of it with no runs, except for, of course, that big 6 spot. So we'll see what the home team can do here in the bottom of the 4th right after this. We're back here in the bottom of the 4th here as the Crusaders are down 6-zip, and they're going to have to try to make a push. It's time for a new segment here on our Manchester Public Television broadcast. We're going to do a trivia question, and the trivia question today is the last time Londonderry High School won the state championship.
Okay, well, I know they were in it last year. They were the runner-up to Pinkerton. They lost that game 2-1. I was there, one of the best baseball games I've ever seen. But so would you like me to answer this, or?
Well, sit on it, and we'll give
All
you
right.
the answer. We'll give the answer at the top of the 5th.
I'll think about that. I've got some ideas for sure.
Swinging a tough play at the short. Wow, he looked like a big leaguer on that one. The slow roller you see at infield practice at the end of it. But unfortunately for him, Xander's way too fast to get him.
Yeah, he's real fast. I mean, that was just a tough play to make, too. Did look like a big leaguer. Made the bare hand play with no error, but unfortunately unable to make the direct throw.
Off for second. Hit and run is on. Good timing because that would have been a double play. Tries to get the runner second. And Memorial is back in business with 2 men on to start the inning. Both base hits. And that's exactly what they needed, right, Andrew?
Absolutely. I mean, the hit and run kept him out of the double play.
Yep.
But Brady Anderson threw over to Hamilton to try to get the out, but it hit Rivera in the back.
See what Caden Berube can do with first and second. Ooh, inside ball slips by, and that'll create a couple ducks in the pond for the Crusaders with no outs. Looking good, and this is their chance to strike right now.
This is it right here, bottom of the 4th inning. Runners on second and third. Berube at the plate, who had a great hit last time up. So this is their time to really get something going here.
It's time right now. So 1-0 count from the stretch. Hit to the right side of the field. That'll get one in, and he'll scoop it up and get the shore out as Castro will advance to third. And Memorial has cracked into the scoring, and already they've scored half the runs that Londonderry is averaging this year. So they get on the board 6-1. Good job. And if they can get this one in here, that'll be a huge.
No shutout here at Gill Stadium tonight.
Yeah, Londonderry has 5 shutouts in the year, but not this time, as he's able to deposit a strike right on the corner there. Sherman Williams paint right there.
That's right. They've got 5 of their 15 wins are strikeouts. That's just ridiculous.
Juan Pena doing the DHing duty today. Got into a fielder's choice last time. Goes down quickly 0-2, as Castro would love to swipe home here.
Do you think that this is sort of a revenge year for the Lancers?
I would feel so. Ooh, wow. That's just good pitching right there. And that'll go as a K for Pena. So he's 0 for 2 today.
It's 5 strikeouts there for Kevin Rourke.
Here comes Alex Rodriguez, who, if you remember, was able to get. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. Rodriguez is on deck. So this will be Isaiah pitching today, and he's down with 1 strikeout already, trying to avoid another strikeout here as he talks to Coach. I think Coach said, just get a hit. I'm pretty sure he said
Pretty much, yeah. You know, Manny's on second. But I would think that this would absolutely be a revenge year. You know, Londonderry never feels good to lose in the championship, obviously. You know, it's a tough feeling, especially if you lose to your rival, the Pinkerton Academy Astros. So they are really, really getting their revenge this year. The only team they've lost to this year, Concord, it was a 3-0 loss. So they've been on top of their game. In fact, they beat Pinkerton at their own place. Here comes Castro to the plate.
I don't know about that, but he called him out. It looked like he was around the tag. Castro has a couple words for the umpire, as so does Sonos, and it's like, what are you going to do? You can't really gag you too much. So that'll do it. Gutsy call by Coach. I love it. But it didn't work out. So for Manchester Public Television in Andrew Arntz, I'm Mike Gonzalez, a.k.a. Gonzo, and we'll be back right after this.
top of the 5th inning here from Gill Stadium, as Memorial was able to get a run last inning, cut this lead to 6-1, but that one is driven down the line. That's going to dunk fair, and on his horse is number 6, Devin Bowles.
He's calling for an out of play.
Oh, he does call that out of play.
Ground rule double.
I wonder if it snuck under the fence or through a hole, but, man, that caught me by surprise. Bowles, the leadoff hitter here, got every stitch of that ball.
Yeah, every stitch, and it was just fair, too. Clearly fair, as you could see the tire marks blow up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, unfortunately, that was going to have to hold him back at second for him.
Definitely unfortunate. He looked like he was heading for third, but another first pitch swing. Colin Parent over Maylou throwing to first. No shot.
No shot.
Parent beats that out.
Too quick, too slow of the ball. And, Maylou probably knows that, but you got to try anyway. No harm, no foul.
12th hit of the ball game for the Lancers.
Absolutely.
I just counted, as that is pretty insane. They're a hitting ball team. They average just, nothing spectacular, but not terrible either. 7 runs scored per game. This could be trouble, as it's a pop-up. Having to return to the bag is Colin Parent, but Brady Anderson flies out for the first out of the inning.
The Memorial Crusaders obviously struggled on defense all year, but now they got it going good. I'm wondering, with their loss to Central, beating Trinity, who's the best team in the city?
That's a tough question.
It
It's
really
a tough
is.
question for all sports. There goes the runner. Oh, off the tip of the glove of Maylou. This is going to be trouble.
Tip drill.
Bowles is going to be in to score. Advancing to third is Colin Parent, and Londonderry goes ahead 7-0. A costly error there for Ben Maylou.
So the defensive play was on. It was to cut the ball off and throw home. This is why things can go wrong. I like their first idea of just eating the ball.
Yeah, but definitely want to bring that in. Is it hit the top of the glove, and then it was so slow rolling into center field where the runners were able to advance and score. So it's 7-1 here. Londonderry back up by 6 as Hamilton standing in here for the 4th time today.
What do you think about the stolen attempt to steal home by Memorial?
Definitely an interesting play, but I mean, if you're going to do it with somebody, you got to do it with a smart base runner like Castro. And I personally, this might be bias, but I thought he got in there. I thought he got under the tag. It was a pretty close play. I didn't have a great view of the play, but I thought he definitely got in there. But
Andrew,
obviously,
I got to tell you, you're right.
I thought
he got in there.
I thought he got in there for sure. I thought that was for sure going to be a highlight play. But
he waited on it because he went from the windup and he timed it
perfectly.
But it is what it is, and high risk play, results in high risk results.
Payoff pitch here from Solis. Almost got Hamilton to go, but he's on base for the first time today. He was 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a flyout before that, so he is on base here with a walk.
Yeah, so first and third, once again, how much you want to bet that Memorial is going to just not throw the ball down?
No,
today?
they will not throw it.
Because
Hamilton will steal.
Right now, it's still an achievable game. 6 runs is not that bad.
3 more at-bats. There goes Hamilton.
Yeah.
Ball scooped by McNelly. No throw, so Hamilton will advance. But with 1 out and the runners on second and third scoring position, Owen Carey back at the plate. He's 2 for 3 with 2 absolutely driven singles and then the flyout.
Yeah, he's having a game too. A couple guys having great games, and they're all in Londonderry.
He scored the first run of that 6-run third inning we had just a little bit ago.
I wouldn't be surprised to see someone getting up soon, because this is kind of the point in the game where, what do we have here? Oh, they're walking him.
Yep.
So they're just going to go ahead and give him the free bag. 3-0 count, save the formality. But, big man's up right now.
I mean, this is not an easy out. Johan Pena 2 for 3 here with a single and then a double. He's also scored and then is also flown out. So definitely a good hitter here as he lofts that one.
Look
Rivera
at Xander
giving
go.
chase.
What
But
effort.
runs out of room. A great grab by the fan over there. But he gives it right back to Rivera. But strike 1 there for Pena.
Kyle point for him. Good hustle as he loses his hat. So bases loaded. There ain't no room for the children.
Nowhere to go here on the bases. One out, and the 3-hole hitter up here in Johan Pena, who drives that one out to center field. Rivera coming in on it, able to reel it in for the out.
Oh.
Whoa, look at this. The throw back to second. He got him for the third out of the inning.
Busted.
Wow, he caught him sleeping.
Because here's the deal. I'll break it down. He thought he was going to throw home. No doubt. He thought there'd be a play at the plate, and he's able to get him leaning the wrong way. Good heads-up play by Alexis. Great tag by Melu.
Wow. I mean, that was something. Jaden Hamilton was thrown out, but bottom of the 5th inning coming up soon. Andrew Michael Gonzalez will be back with you in just a few moments to see what the Crusader Bats can do. We are back here, bottom of the 5th inning at Gill Stadium. Andrew Michael Gonzalez joining you for Thursday Night Baseball here from Coach Jim Schubert Field here at Gill Stadium. And Gonzo, did you like what we saw last inning there with Rivera faking the throw, or making the catch first of all, then faking the throw home and getting Jaden Hamilton sleeping at second for the double play?
I always like to see a double play for the hometown, but I think it was just more of the fact that there's no way in heck that runner thought he wasn't going to throw home there. Because he probably expected a
Solis grounds that one over to Hamilton, making, wow, gosh, look at that throw.
Look at that stretch, too.
Yeah, the stretch there from Carey, but the throw from Hamilton is at least 70 miles an hour over there from shortstop as Solis grounds out for the first out of the inning.
I'm willing to bet Londonderry hasn't made an error yet today, right?
They have not.
I mean, I was watching their infield, and it is crisper than a fresh box of Frosted Flakes without the milk.
I mean, that's the best way to put it there. Rodriguez swings and misses here on his second at-bat. He lined out to third base as a great hit, but a great play there by Johan Pena to lay out for that one. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, I got to say that Rourke is really finding his rhythm here.
5 strikeouts here and just a few hits, I believe 2 given up for him. Swing and a miss. There's his 6th strikeout as Rodriguez goes down on 3 pitches.
Racket. Another K on the board, and it's just business as usual for Rourke, one of the starters for the Londonderry Lancers, the best team in baseball right now.
Ben Melu digging in here. He struck out looking last time up, looking to not do that this time, obviously, but he's bottom of the order. I mean, anything can happen here, looking to start something new with 2 down.
Wow, that thing was fired in there. I think that's
Lord.
his fastest pitch of the game.
I mean, he's been throwing heat all game here. Throws that one in there. Ball 2.
Ball 2 just off the corner there. And, I got to say, Memorial is really impressing me. I'm not going to lie, I thought we'd be home by now.
Yeah, a lot of people probably did 7-1 here as it takes ball 3, but this game's still far from over.
I mean, Memorial, if they were to play Central West again, I bet they'd have a really good result.
Yeah, just thinks that game was, when it was ball 4 there for Ben Melu, he'll be on, and Rivera coming to the dish here.
So, yeah, the 9 batter gets on. I wouldn't so here's the deal. Here's baseball for you real quick. You get the 9 hitter on, your leadoff guy up. Now's a chance to take a stolen base opportunity, because the worst case scenario is you get your leadoff guy leading off the inning next time.
Right.
So it's kind of in the rule book.
Rivera drills that one. That is deep but foul into the soccer net.
Gets a goal, but it doesn't count.
That was a good piece of hitting. I heard the sound of the bat from up here. That was driven.
Oh, yeah. Definitely you can tell a well-hit ball from the sound. You can always tell one off the end. You can always tell one off the center.
You see the umpire just reel that ball. That ball was thrown from behind first base. He just reeled it in with his mask. And no problem there.
That's awesome.
Just a little stuff by the umpires is great to see.
Baseball is really fun. I mean, baseball is a great game that you can tell why people absolutely love it for years and years and years. It's a historian game.
I mean, I'm going to be around this game hopefully for the rest of my life, as I've been around it since I was 5 years old. playing it, watching it, and now up here in the booth doing play-by-play commentary for it as Rivera sends that one to Hamilton, who will flip to Anderson to get the easy out. But the Crusaders are unable to score again. The score will remain 7-1, and we'll go to the top of the 6th inning to see if Londonderry can add anything more to their lead that they have here. 7-1 from Gill Stadium. We'll be right back.
We are back here in the top of the 6th as Londonderry is up 7-1 against Memorial, and Andrew, Memorial is holding their own right now.
Yeah, they're staying in this one, 7-1 here, top of the 6th inning. As like you said, a lot of people thought that this would just be a 5-run mercy rule, but we're still here, obviously for a reason. Memorial still hanging in there.
And don't forget about the trivia question and answer. I'll try to slip that one when time allots. Here's the first pitch from Isaiah. A little bit high, but he's in there for a strike, able to get ahead once again to the batter.
Liam Stott, the catcher, here.
He didn't like that one. Kind of rolls his eyes as if he got a text he didn't like to see or something. 0-2 here, looking for the K. Curveball, looking good, and he ringed him up. Have a seat. K backwards, and it's 1 out. Good job, and that was a slow looping curve. Didn't see that coming, I bet.
Second strikeout of the day there for Solis.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll bring up our boy, Jet Jones, looking for another stroke, killing the ball today.
Will this be the cycle? Whoa.
I mean, he's on point. All he's got to do is hit today, so he's doing the DH duties, but he's a big boy.
You got the score sheet in front of you there. Does he have a single, double, and triple?
He has a fielder's choice double and triple.
Okay, so he's not one away from the cycle here. He did have that fielder's choice.
He could definitely pop one over the fence, though. Unless he bunts. He squared the bunt. I don't know if Coach was playing a trick on him or something.
Yeah, I was like...
He's like, huh? It must have seen the hit sign as a bunt sign. I'm just kidding.
Confusing, but...
Here's the pitch. A little bit high. 2-1. I mean, if you look at Manny Castro, he's way back, almost...
Oh, he knows what's coming.
Almost left field, but... Big swing and a high fly ball to the moon, and Castro's under it, having trouble, and he's able to glove it. Great hand-eye coordination.
Look at the hang time on that.
That was a big bomb, way high, but guess what? You hit it to the wrong guy because he's going to come up with it. He's a gamer.
Castro.
He should make All-State this year, I think.
Best fielder on this team.
Third team All-State last year, looking to move up this year, I'd say. So that'll bring up our next hitter.
Going to have a pinch hitter here.
Yeah, we're looking at so Brett McKinnon will take a seat for this at-bat as Isaiah is able to get the pitcher up, but it is a little bit low.
This is Ryan Williams here at the plate.
See what Ryan can do here with a 1-0 count. Good to see someone getting an at-bat,
For sure.
So he'll be hitting for Brett in, we'll see if he re-enters in center field. Here's the pitch by Isaiah from the windup. He pitches so good from the windup, doesn't he?
He does.
And he's less prone to the balk.
More controlled in the windup, in my opinion.
Of course, it's nice. And there's a big shot to left into the slide, and he makes the snag as Memorial gets out of the inning unscathed once again. Good job by the Crusaders getting out of this, and it's 7-1 for Manchester Public Television. I'm Mike Gonzalez. Andrew Arndt, we're having a good game here. We'll see what the Crusaders can do at the bottom of the inning. Welcome back to Schubert Field here at Gill Stadium, the oldest stadium in the world. And we're back at the bottom of the 6th here. Great job by the Crusaders getting out of this, huh?
Yeah, that was a big 1-2-3 inning for them. They got the strikeout and then 2 flyouts, so real nice job of getting out of it for Solis.
Yeah, we'll see what Nick Duclos can do here as it gets ahead in the count, 2-0 to Kevin Rourke.
I mean, that longevity out of Solis again. He's done 6 here. Not sure if Coach Ambrosio is going to leave him out for the 7th, but both of these pitchers, the longevity that they've got.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we didn't know if he would get out of the first inning after taking that missile off the shin there.
Right.
So 2-1, able to bounce back. Big pitch down the middle. That has some heat, and good luck touching that, Nick. That's a tough one. 2-2 count here, so able to come back in the count, and from the stretch, he also works very good from the stretch. I mean, from the windup, excuse me.
Oh.
Wow. That's that's what you call a big league pitch right there, Andrew, as he catches the corner, and nothing you can do but tip your hat on that backwards K right there.
Strikeout number 7.
See what
for Mr. Rourke there.
See what Mr. Rivera Zander playing first. Big cut. Went for the moon on that one. Trying to hit the, looks like the Notre Dame church over there.
Yeah, I mean.
Hit the west side.
Looks like Rourke has got his velocity way up here.
Tried to swing for Mount Unkanunic.
Ooh, is that
another
a real mountain?
Another Unkanunic swing right there. Yeah, that's
a real mountain?
Yeah, it's the one with all the towers on it. You should go there. It's a good hiking date spot. You're a single guy.
Interesting. I never even knew about that place.
Yeah. So 0-2 count. Looking to get rid of another batter. And just off the corner there. Unable to ring him up. Good eye by Zander here.
I mean, I wanted to swing at that pitch the way it looked like it was at first, but it just ducked right out of the zone. Good job by Rivera to not offer at that.
Big cut.
Look out.
Slaps it to the right side. That'll find some out-of-play, as there is about 3 miles of out-of-play real estate out there.
Yeah, I mean.
Tough play. Like you said, we've seen Jackson Marshall make a couple plays. We've seen Declan Ryan make a couple plays. Everyone else has kind of went down with it. Here's a pitch inside. Almost rubs his arm with it, but he's able to get out of the way as he's got those instincts.
Did you hear the dugout down there?
Yeah, I heard him. You know, it's a good game, to do that with. 2-2. Big swing, and he's able to corral the ball as he fouled the ball into the mitt. And there's 2 outs, 2 Ks to start the inning off.
That's 8 strikeouts here for Kevin Rourke, so he is on top of his game here.
Andrew, I'm calling a home run right now for Manny
Castro.
Castro.
Off the bat of Castro?
I'm calling for it. Left field is definitely in a little shallow right now. Ball high, and I hope he heard me because I feel like this is the time.
Yell to him. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is the time for them to get it because it's 7-1 here. Londonderry going to try to put as many
gets it on ground
as possible.
No problem for him over at short. Gets the play off the bag, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a hit.
That is absolutely going to be a hit.
Good job running the ball, and a lot of his hits this year have been on hustle plays, and that is a big one. And that's going to bring up Caden Berube, who right now hasn't really had much success. We're going to have Berube will stay in. I don't know if we're going to get a pinch hitter there. Memorial has a couple white jerseys on the bench. That'll be probably a JV call-up, I'm guessing.
Those will be the JV guys. Definitely want those guys in the dugout. Those are the freshman JV players in there.
Nice to see.
Get the experience of being in a varsity dugout.
Maybe they can get on the field sometime. It'll look awkward when they do with their uniforms, but I'm pulling for them. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Way off, got picked off, but he's able to beat him to the bag, and he gets in there barely.
It's a great play.
I don't know if he was in there or not, but it looked like it. He got the foot under it. Yeah, he was picked.
Even if he wasn't in there, that's a makeup call for the call at the plate, which I believe was safe.
Yeah, well, he got picked, but he had such a good jump that he was able to get there.
He's so far off the bag.
And he's able to get another quack duck on the pond here for Memorial. Big spot. Wouldn't it be nice? Ooh, good job blocking the ball, and that'll bring it to 1-0.
At that point, Castro saw the back foot come up, and he was just off to the races because he knew he wasn't going to be able to dive back in, but he's able to swipe the bag.
Ooh, just inside, tries to frame. The umpire's not going to buy it from Liam Stott as he tried to frame the pitch inside, and it's 2-0. And Castro is just biting at the chop right now, trying to get on. Ooh, that's a little off the plate, but it must have got the corner there. So 2-1 count. Still a hitter's count here. And Kevin continues to wheel and deal. Nice pitch.
Did he go?
He certainly looked like it.
No,
he did
he
not.
did not.
I like the way he asked that. Did
Yeah.
he go?
You'd hear that from here. You know, you said Berube's had a tough day at the plate. He has,
Yeah.
but just remember, his fielding is the best part of his game.
Right. I mean,
There's the strike.
he was able to put the ball in play. He has a couple fielder's choices. But now he comes back. Kevin Rourke is back in full count here. So runner will be off on the pitch
Yep.
as it's 3-2 with 2 outs.
3-2-2, absolutely.
He's being held on. And here's the pitch from the stretch. Ball high, and he's able to take his base. So that's a great at-bat, drawing 7 pitches. And Memorial has 2 on in the bat of Juan Pena, who has a strikeout and a ground out so far today.
Yeah, a tough day at the plate for Pena, but, you know, you got 9 guys for a reason. You know, everybody's not going to be on every single night.
Here's the pitch. That was fireball right down the middle, pitbull style.
Take that one.
Fireball. 0-1 count here to Pena, and, you know, he's doing the DH duty today. So big lead from Castro as he just kind of did a little Dancing with the Stars impression. Little tango over there at second.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be
I like it.
aggressive here.
Big secondary lead, curveball outside. So, yeah, well, we know he's aggressive. He just tried to steal home.
Yeah, he's probably, I'd say, the best base runner on this team. But at this point in the game, you got to absolutely be aggressive on those bases. Try to see if Rourke will mess up, throw it away, something like that.
Especially when the lower end of the lineup is struggling with no hits. So you can make things happen. But 1-2, Rourke looking to get out of this once again with the third K of the inning. Oh, nice hit down to shortstop. Scoops it up. Throws it to his buddy over at second. And that'll do it for Memorial's effort as they try to get things going but leave 2 on base, Andrew. But this will bring us to the 7th inning. Hey, Memorial's going the distance. And it's 7th inning, 7-1. We'll be back from Manchester Public Television. I'm Mike Gonzalez for Andrew. We'll be right back. All right, it is time now for the answer to the new segment, the trivia question. When is the last time the Londonderry won the state championship? Any guesses, Andrew?
I'm going to go with 2007.
2007, that's a good answer. That's not correct, though. The last time they won was 2019 against Bedford, 1-0.
What?
1-0. They beat Bedford, and Bedford is on the losing end of a lot of those games, unfortunately.
Wow.
And then before that, it was 2014. They beat Pinkerton 4-1. So that's the answer to our new segment.
That one is popped straight up in the air.
Nice job.
And brought in there. I didn't even have a chance to say his name.
Yeah, we'll work out the
You got
kinks.
pinch hitters coming in here. I know that was pinch hitter means I'm going to have to take a look at my roster here next to me to see.
If you're Coach Matt, you got to be encouraged by your new shortstop's stability right now because Ben is on fire today.
Connor Fennell at the plate here is look who's still pitching. I mean, Solis still out there.
Yeah, and the curve on that one was very active. Oh, swinging to second base.
Over to Duclos. He'll make the easy play for out number 2.
Look at them go, huh? Memorial is absolutely impressing me. Besides that one big inning, Andrew, they're in a 1-1 game.
Yeah, I mean, the quick inning brewing here. Yeah, that inning full of mistakes.
And Londonderry's literally have their average, as they average 7 runs a game this year and let up average of 1 run. So they're pretty playing pretty predictably.
Michael Crowley here at the plate for Londonderry. He'll wear that one. As you could tell, he wanted to hit there.
Yeah, he just soaked it in like a champ. He did want to hit there, you can tell. And if he could do it again, he'd say it didn't hit him. But it did pretty clearly. So
another pinch hitter, Joey Cafaro, coming in here. So Londonderry here just emptying their bench.
I mean, I was a bench player at times. Not often, but I was, and I liked getting in. Never liked coming out for the bench players, though.
Yeah, right. Cafaro digging in here. Got that one a little bit. Solis will pick up and throw over easy to Rivera. So scoreless inning here for Londonderry pretty quickly as the pinch hitters unable to do anything. But we'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning, last ups for Memorial to get 6 runs to tie or 7 to take the win. We'll see what Memorial can do the bottom of the 7th inning when we return. Last ups here for Memorial, bottom of the 7th inning. Andrew Arndt and Michael Gonzalez joining you for Manchester Public Television. But digging in is Isaiah Solis, who we have to give credit to. He went the distance once again here as the starting pitcher.
He's going for speed.
This is huge, though, that he went the distance because Memorial has a tough game on the road at Goffstown tomorrow. So they play 3 in a row as Solis takes strike 1 there. They played yesterday against Exeter, tonight against Londonderry, then tomorrow against Goffstown. 3 in a row is never easy.
3 in a row against 2 of the top.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best team in the state, and Goffstown's right there. It's probably the second best team in the state.
I mean, Goffstown's definitely up there. Solis drives that one out to right field, able to make the catch for the first out.
Able to battle the lights there in right field. And here's the little announcer jinx. How many errors are on this game, Andrew?
Not one.
Not one single error for the Londonderry Lancers. Not one single error for the Memorial Crusaders. So Kyle points for both teams on there. And it's really good to see the Crusaders going unscathed as far as 0 errors on the game. We were looking at games where they have 4, 5, 6 errors in a game beginning. So they've really pulled it together this year.
They have.
Really proud of Coach Matt and what he's done for this team.
You know, they're still fighting for a playoff spot. Rodriguez down the line, foul.
I did not know that. I instantly just assumed it wouldn't happen. So you have the standings up there?
I do have the standings up here. Londonderry is in the lead. Goffstown right behind them. And Exeter right behind them. So get that. The top 3 teams in the league in 3 days.
3 days.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those wrestlers that comes out that, always takes the loss.
I mean, really, like, the scheduling there is just weird, but
it makes them better. It makes them a better team. And if they do squeak into the playoffs, the way they're pitching, if they can get Castro or Sonos to have a gem, you never know. You just never know. We probably know, but you don't know.
I mean, Cunningham's another guy who could have a gem. He pitched real well against Exeter. Unfortunately, they lost that one. But
way up in the box.
Rodriguez is way up in the box, works his way to a full count.
Check this out. Check out his footwork right up on the line there.
Rodriguez swings up the middle off the glove of Rourke. Rodriguez busting it up the line. He'll reach.
Base
and
hit.
He'll be on with a base hit.
Good job. That's the way you do it. And they're still fighting. I love to see that fighting. As I zoom in on Coach Matt, his season has been an up and down struggle. There's been some adversity. There's been some drama. And he's still here.
Rodriguez off and running the throw there. And the tag is no. Wow, he calls him safe there. So I thought that he might have got him there. But Rodriguez in with a stolen base.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got his leg in there. But like I said, Coach Matt playing the best ball they played all season despite all the stuff, and they really found their lineup. They found their defensive positioning, and they're cruising. Off the mitt there.
Off the glove there. Rodriguez is dead meat.
No.
Oh, wow. No.
Pops.
The ball came out of the glove of Johan Pena, and Alex Rodriguez is just sitting there thanking Pena for dropping that ball as he was out by a mile. I mean, I said he was dead meat before he even got there. And, I mean, I don't think I was wrong.
The ball looked like one of those little suction cups you push down and you wait for it to pop up. It was like something like that, like Pop-O-Matic trouble or something. Wow.
Maylou takes strike 2 there.
That was a laser beam over the middle. And, the baseball gods are shining in the Crusaders' way right now.
Out of the glove there of Stott, no movement. Over at third, it'll be 2-2.
Yeah, the ball's really popping out of the mitts last. Must be the butter ball.
Yeah, right. Rourke gets his sign, the 2-2. Swing and a miss from Maylou, strike 3. That is strikeout number 9 for Kevin Rourke.
Yeah, I mean, when you're sitting back trying to protect against, mid-80s, you throw a random deuce because he's probably only throwing about 20% curveballs. That'll get you because you're not expecting that.
Rivera up here could be the final out. Rourke waste pitch there, ball 1.
He's also looking to extend his, looking for an all-state bid with his what'd you say his batting average was? 450?
458.
Dang. Them some good numbers.
Yeah, I mean.
Good to see he's not, injured as we had a scary moment with him sliding into second in the
Feels like
first
so
inning.
long ago, huh?
Yeah.
It was really only about an hour and a half ago. But
Memorial really giving all they got today.
2-1 there as pitch a little high from Rourke, who I feel like is starting to get a little bit frustrated.
Memorial taking the champs the distance, it's like a prize fight going 12 rounds.
2-2 here. Memorial down to their final strike. The pitch from Rourke is grounded to second base. Aggressive play there. Flips over to Rourke for the third out of the game, and that will do it here from Gill Stadium. Londonderry gets the 7-1 win. They improve to 16-1. They will be at home against the 8-7 Wyndham Jaguars on Monday. A huge game for Wyndham as they look to stay at least 500 as an 11 seed. They look to get into the playoffs. And as for Memorial, they drop to 3-12, and they'll get Goffstown tomorrow on the road, the 2 seed, 12-3 Grizzlies.
Well, I gotta say, player of the game, probably Jet, my boy Jet, for his hitting performance, and I'm going to give co-players for the pitching job by Kevin Rourke.
Yep.
But I'm also going to give a little shout-out to Coach Matt there, getting his team to play one of the best games I've seen Memorial play all year. No errors, and I'm really proud of this team as they move forward trying to make the playoffs. I'd love to see that happen.
Have we ever seen both pitchers go the distance?
We have not, especially with Memorial, So good job for Isaiah. Good job all the way around as they shake hands and wrap this up here, Gil. Good job, Andrew.
Thank you. Any last words from you?
Just be kind. Be kind to your brothers.
Absolutely. So for everybody behind the scenes at Manchester Public Television Studios, Kyle Heavey, Jason Cody, Joe Lar, and Brendan McCormick, and for my broadcast partner, Michael Gonzalez, I'm Andrew Arndt. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Thursday Night Baseball here from Gill Stadium, Londonderry versus Memorial. But don't worry, we will be back with more sports action later in this next coming week. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. Good night and stay safe.